What's up, everybody? We're going back into Outer Worlds 2. Just checking some things real quick before I resume. Okay, so it's been a while since I've played this like all the other games, so I know we're in the middle of a mission.
How are you still upright over there?
Oops. Okay. I don't have anything. I don't have any food, right? Okay. Let me. I forgot the controls to this. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's probably good anyway. So there were mines that caused me to die. Okay, so I'm just missing this apparently. And there's a mine right there. I saw that.
Ready to wait on your command.
I feel like we should just go back to the menu and just start over from this.
Ready to take the heat on this, Commander. Just say when.
This is a great start to the stream. I'm almost dying.
cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been persistent. The time for that is over. Please.
Now I remember. Trying to get back into this game is difficult. I don't think I could. Oh. I probably should have looked up how to proceed. Okay, this... trying to see...
Ready to wait. On your command.
Oh, I was stupid. Okay. Oops. Right. Let's watch this for a bit. Well, I should have seen that coming. I really should have that time. Man, we're already at 15 minutes and I've barely made it anywhere. Okay, so... You know, I completely forgot where they dropped me off. my god, you two move. I was a little too close to the sun there.
Let's see. We got senseless carnage, invisible cultists, and a trigger-happy, anxiety-ridden scientist. What next? Rampaging cysty pigs? Ain't nothing that surprises me anymore.
Honestly, I feel like that wasn't worth the effort. But we did need to do that. So. Oh.
Yeah.
My entreaties were never going to pierce your stubborn will. Not when we spoke before, not when you reached my traps. I should have guessed. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
No, we don't.
Because the Order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If Vries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. You read my terminal. I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, The Order's success
I don't
is
even
more
remember.
important.
I don't even
You're
remember
not
what's going
with
on.
the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain? The words would be lost on you.
Oh no.
The time for talk ends forever.
What is it? I'll see what I can do.
Oh wait. Kinda sucks that I had to come to that. Maybe I should have. Would that have done anything if I chose the other option with info discovered?
Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something?
What do you think of all this? Okay. Wait, how do we get back? Oh. You know what? I didn't think that. Wait, now what? I was like, what's gonna happen if I jump in here? Oh, that's... I was one... Oh no. I guess we just go down here. Look for the maintenance door. Uh-huh. The Earth Director found a flaw in you and radiated. Travel through the end range has left you fundamentally changed. Whenever you take damage of any type, you have a chance to take additional end ray damage and automatically become camouflaged. Yeah, I'm not gonna make things harder for myself. Because I already suck. Let's get out of here.
I've got some thoughts about what happened with Victor, when you've the time.
Yep.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned Vries to have.
Yeah, he was.
Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. And Vries had him building a bomb. She obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. But he didn't leave us room to show him any grace neither. You ever wonder what might have happened if Vries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor.
Who knows?
Right?
What response would require explosive? No chance. Her plan was insane.
Of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
I'd have never let that happen.
I know. You've always looked out for me. Been the case ever since you first gave me advice about being a good agent. Seems a lifetime ago now, doesn't it? Vries always was good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest. I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
Nope. Actually,
It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Anti-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out. Oh yeah? What's needling you? I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it. Could have maybe done with a smidge less excitement back on Horizon Point. But
I
back
agree.
to your initial question, do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah, some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you, and oh, not
he's
much
sweet.
to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the
I don't
rosy
know if
tint
I
of
can
a low-run kid looking up
go
at the
for anyone
stars.
romantically in this game.
Life's not fair.
Let's just keep it. I
It
think
keeps
it's my decision this time to just keep everything friends.
Yeah, I sure came by that wisdom, honest.
Right. Oh, the train station. Oh no, we're not allowed in. Nothing around here, I hope. Yep. I don't know why I keep putting this on. Okay. Let's go back to... Oh, yes. Our next missions. So we could... That's what we're going to do next. But before we do that, I am going to... Where's our ship? I know I've leveled up. I forgot that I can't rest on here. Okay, perfect. Jeez, that was stressful. Okay. Let's leave the... Obviously, I don't have anything else, but... Yeah, obviously, I don't have anything, but... I don't know what to level up on. Why not? Okay. So, our next mission is to investigate Zyranium Manufactory VII. So...
Think they made the statue big enough?
Yes. Where is it now? It is... Oh, I guess we better head down. Oh my god, it's been so long, guys. Don't remember anything at all. Obviously, you know what would be nice if you had a glider. That'd be great.
Let me know when you needed a stretch. Commander, watch your vitals.
Fix me up. I'd do it for you.
I didn't know. When we first got here, I don't think this was a restricted area. Okay, so to avoid that again, let's just head to the...
Think they made the...
Matriarch's Mercy.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Don't make me bury another agent.
I lost health more quickly than I thought. Wait.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I hate to ask for help, but help?
Ready to waste them. On your command.
ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I was scared of that. How are we supposed to get there? Doesn't sound good. I guess we just have to go that way, the long way around.
Yeah.
I guess we. Oh, I guess I should have done that from the beginning. Just follow the railroad tracks. Oh, I don't want to steal. Oh.
Zyranium Manufactory VII is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zyranium Manufactory VII, presently and for an indeterminate time, is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? But we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir.
This is Factor Métanier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
We're not looking for a fight.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
What in the void is going on here?
The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zyranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. Initial evidence looks rather conclusive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below.
Ooh.
Which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. This facility has been an archetypical example of constancy and regularity. Ergo, the last place anyone would predict anything unpredicted would occur. Our suspect, one Initiate Ava, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
Okay. I definitely have a lot of questions.
Both of them? Well, one can hardly argue against thoroughness. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Okay. Damn it. Ah.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zyranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit enjoyed our banter.
Enjoyed our banter. What's going on with you?
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Oh.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Well, already we're
Proctor's
getting
a
the weird
low-functioning
vibes.
functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. That explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary, fastidiousness.
Little good that's doing us now. Little good that'll do us when Antes arrives.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
Oh,
Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge.
I'm sorry. How do you know?
Everything
How much
appeared
do you know?
routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zyranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
Yes, that'd actually be very...
Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zyranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute command. Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Antes Choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level.
Below sea level?
A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably, she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. May all our efforts add to the equation.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
Oh, I know. Okay, I guess we'll just continue down there. Did you say anything different?
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Alright, cool. Zyranium Manufactory. Oh, wait. Is that what that says?
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at once.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Huh. Thanks.
What's her name took over?
Hello, Archivist. Thank you for that. Wait, I'm not gonna steal. Well, at least not here. Wait, what's this thing? A pinnacle T. No. What's going on with you?
Things have been a mite haywire. I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Alright.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
You mean Initiate Ava? Don't know if I met a proctor.
I oversee this manufactory and all personnel, including those here under false pretenses. Apparently like this Initiate Ava. It's plainly obvious what her story is. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alpha seized command of the system and
I don't
locked
regret.
herself in the control
I
center.
don't regret my
She then
witty,
forcefully repelled
ups and
several
downs.
attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
No.
Fervent professements of innocence mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for histrionics. What with all that, hiding their identities and all. Then bursting forth like a pent-up arachnid. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes? You'll forgive me if I politely defer. Well, I'd hardly depict this as a crisis. I do have a few irons in the fire. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Okay. I don't think Initiate Ava's the actual issue.
Apologies. This unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
What is this? Oh. I guess they are mining down here.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
Okay, okay. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy the rest of the food. The essence of alcohol, I love it. I mean, I might as well buy everything I can, you know? Oh, wait. Yes. Okay.
Please don't take me on a cotangent.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction. This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
Sealed.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Arachnid's calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Not in the mood for a random interaction, thank you.
I have nothing to say, unless you want to discuss the inverse of the Planck function, in which case I'll talk your ear off.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Ugh, nerd. Arachnid emergence hole, an opening where the dead Arachnid presumably sprang from. The area is slabbed in the species' telltale slime. Ponder deeply. You recall an academic paper theorizing how this type of sticky biological matter is used to slow agile prey animals to reduce their speed advantage. If one managed to avoid it entirely, they might dramatically increase their likelihood of survival during chance encounters. A theory worth field testing at any rate. And what's going on here?
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation since. Just a run-of-the-mill golden mean initiate.
Don't listen to yourself. You're disproving your own substantiation. Her actions prove otherwise, I'd contend.
Hello, farewell. Thank you for this efficiently compact conversation.
Do your own research.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury. Alva's been here for how many years? Never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
That doesn't seem right.
Investigator. Factor said head on in.
Glad those not skilled at math can fulfill some other function. I only question them being enrolled.
We gonna wrap this up soon?
Significant authority to our brain cases.
The 2 Order initiates appeared to have been shot.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now?
And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
Your Abbott sent me to find out who
Believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Suppose that's an apt description. For years I've conducted the launching of transport pods here. Push this button then that one the next. I am a simple, unremarkable factotum. An everyday Order initiate, well at ease in her small role within the plan. It's all a mistake, compounded by hearsay, miscommunication, and faulty conclusions. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow.
Well, it was your terminal.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. It was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing.
If we examined their bodies, we might have seen something different.
Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
I'll take
All right,
no
fair enough.
promising anything.
Understood. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something.
May the plan favor us against long odds.
That's sealed. Or now unlocked.
Investigator? May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Yeah. Okay. It might be the other way.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Okay. Looks like this is the way to go. Or not. How do I... Wait, where? It's like downstairs or something.
Always account for standard deviation. May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Excuse me.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
Launch records. Status records expunged. Please review backup physical records. A friendly reminder that there remains a 98% chance of one coming face to cephalothorax with a arachnid of uncomfortable size and toothy disposition among the lower levels of the manufactory. Our colleagues in xenobiology note that screaming, flailing one's arms, and other expressions of abject terror only excite the creatures further, so please be advised to weep silently during any chance unfortunate encounters. Ever the best, tenured activist, Leelander. And as overseer of this facility, you are clearly allowed full access to all areas and equipment, but your presence in our laboratory makes a distraction at best and at worst, a source of anxiety for members of our junior faculty. As you are no doubt keenly aware, even minor disturbances can translate into delays over time. I remain confident you will appreciate my candor, and I take this in the best possible light. Ever the best, tenured activist, Archivist Leelander. Oh, that didn't give me information. Okay, so we're supposed to look around this area. Oh, we really do need that crude biomass.
Try not to deviate from the norm. Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Apparently there's something else we're supposed to be doing there. Let's check in with her first.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Do so appreciate your help, dear. May the plan favor us against long odds.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Something's wrong here, that's for sure. Oops. Didn't mean to steal that. Hopefully they don't. I don't know what happens if they notice. Printed backup records. The launch records consist of a number of instructions that are time-stamped and uniquely numbered. Using the time of the launch Initiate Ava supplied, you are able to look up the recent launch. The entry shows that it was directed at Outpost Opportunity. You also detect a slight odor from the records, but it's unclear if that's just a type of paper or a product of the printing process. The record clearly shows that Initiate Ava launched a payload at Outpost Opportunity. It's undisputable that she fired the command, though the smell seems curious.
But may all your endeavors add to the equation.
Our Earth Directorate friend.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Ava?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
You two seem
The
unexpected.
Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
You turn up anything else?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame. Nothing conclusive, yet enough to give me pause.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear? I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear, presumably by some difficult-to-discern chemical means. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientist knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zyranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think? Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zyranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
May all your theories prove true.
Always account for standard deviation.
Eight lockpick.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
Had plenty of managers like Svoboda back on Tau Ceti. Couldn't take responsibility for nothing.
Has to be somewhat stressful, don't you think? Nothing to add? Perhaps I pushed the wrong button. Well, I just look forward to sorting out this entire messy affair once and for all.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. Your insides are leaking out. Commander.
Let's try the other path first.
May all your theories prove true.
Is this the way? No.
Investigator.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiative. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
Yes. Suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zyranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives.
Well, that's
Might
not
I
me.
entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zyranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
Yeah, sure.
Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours. Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Let's not go in there.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
I don't like this at all. How?
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Okay, well that clearly wasn't what we were supposed to do. We have some poisoning. This control board allows users to update settings for the Zyranium overflow venting system. Safety restrictions have clearly been set to exceed stated tolerances, causing the explosion and subsequent leak. We investigated the refinement logistics. Okay, well, we did that. Oh no!
You court slow, Commander.
I didn't mean to like slide off. Just meant to crouch. Oh, we have to do this again. Okay, now I have a better. Now that I know what I'm doing. I didn't do this last time. And now that it's been vented, we can use the normal path.
You're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded. Zyranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it. With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes, I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Alright, Doubleday.
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display. Yes, yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today.
Is there anything over here now that it's not dangerously deadly? Perfect. Whatever. The beds. Okay. Personal assessment. Initiate Ava Miriam. During our recent discussions, Initiate Ava has shown a profound unwillingness to discuss early motivational factors and aspirations. This notably frustrating disposition renders us unable to adequately project her career path. When I detailed this concern to the initiate, I was met with a silence one can only characterize as stony. If I were to draw a conclusion based on this and consistent data drawn from years of similar interviews, I would say it almost appears that she's being evasive. Tenured Archivist Leelander. Nothing else to steal.
Show your work or shove off.
Factor's been in there a while now.
Hey, now we have a matching set. So now I have the Dragoon helmet and the Dragoon armor.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Well, time to do the other investigative lead. Hopefully we don't die this time.
Over here.
Over where? Are you in there?
You lose something down there? Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors?
You're weird. No, I have a few
Of
questions.
course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
What do you know about Initiate Ava?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured. May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
There's a... A patchwork array of switch boxes and cables connecting many of the facility's command systems. An obvious rewiring of the cables here is noticeable. The rewiring is reminiscent of how Initiate Ava took control of the doors in the operations office. Anything else I can do in here? Okay.
Ready to take the heat off. Kill them before you die.
Go-getting again. Back in business. Draft is ready, and frankly, pissed off. Anyone else? Here, a medic? Back in business.
Let's get him over with!
Man, I don't... Maybe we should have destroyed, like, the hatchlings immediately.
You lose something down there?
Okay, let's just get back to Alva peacefully. It's going good. Just about done for this stream here. Once we finish this mission, I think that'll be a good place to stop. I also need to look for the pharmaceutical primer.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hey.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Yes, certain facts don't quite line up. You're holding something back. That much is obvious. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
How long have you been under...
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor's Svoboda. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation. I appreciate your practicality. Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Oh,
Thus
shit.
concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
Oh, well. Well, that's that.
Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but beggars and choosers.
Ooh, a burst rifle. You know what? We already killed her. I'm not even gonna say she killed her. Alright. So we have the primer. That we got. I'm guessing, like... Now we get, we can choose which primer we use, but well, we'll figure out how to unlock this later. How we can get access to more than one primer at a time. Okay, access oversight control, manufactory oversight controls, unlock toxic effluvium repository access. Access granted to the toxic effluvium repository. Rubbish bin. Unexpected file corruption detected. File deletion incomplete. Commence, recover messages from Ava Newell to Proctor Svoboda. A matter of some advisement. As you know, I value your sagacity when it comes to supervisory matters. With that said, allow me to put the following question to you. If one had a close colleague, a friend even, whose diligence appears to have slid and whose calculations have become increasingly error-ridden, what actions would you advise? Surely one should not consider submitting them for a promotion? Speaking hypothetically, of course. I await your counsel. Happen to all.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
I guess I'm just gonna ignore the dead the dead body of the thing. Whoa. Let's see what she's hiding.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Oh, an advanced encryption key. We definitely need more of those. And another terminal. From non-identified subject orders. The attack on the from non-identified to a known recipient. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite active fighting between Auntie's Choice and the Order. Instead, it has only resulted in an investigation in both localities and threatens to expose our plans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Uvino from the start. Cooperate with the Earth Directorate agent insofar as it does not lead back to us another further failure will be met with severe consequences. Not-identified to unknown recipient. Subject contingency plans. In light of recent setbacks, Vries has concluded that we are to pursue contingency plan A467. Further instructions will be issued at a time of my predetermining.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme.
Yes, I'm pursuing the head of the conspiracy, Augustine Vries.
Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
Guess you can't stay here.
I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Let's meet again later on the show.
Well then, until the appointed hour.
Okay. We have a new companion, and we sent
My
her to the
fellow
ship.
loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
That snake. You think the Abbott's involved too? If he ain't, he's in for a rude awakening. We should get ourselves back to the monastery.
Oh, shoot. That's a cliffhanger. We should hurry back. I was completely taken off guard by that announcement. Okay. Time to get out of here.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
No, that's okay.
Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you. A decent apology goes a long way. Okay. We're in trouble now.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
May all your endeavors elicit optimal results.
Well, I think this is a good place to stop. We just finished, for in this stream we finished the investigation of the N-ray range, and we completed the investigation of the Zyranium Manufactory VII. So now what we're going to do next is travel to Matriarch's Mercy and finish, or no, wait. We would start with these, I think this is a side mission from what I remember correctly. The Invocation of Inconclusive Innocence. We take the Abbot's message to the outpost, and then we will see what awaits us at the Matriarch's Mercy. It's fun to get back into this game. I will definitely work on not struggling as much for this game as I did early in the stream. But thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.